Hi, my name is Ashok. I'm the team principal at BigRock Motorsports, and today we're going to have a quick chat about the Indian Supercross League, what we've been doing, what the plans are, and where we're at currently. I've got Santosh. Everybody knows Santosh. He's the team owner, one of the team owners, alongside Uday and Gautam. And we've got Caleb, who rides in the 250cc international class, and of course we've got Matt Moss, who rides the 450 international class. So guys, we're going into the last round of the league, of the Indian Supercross Racing League, and I thought it was a good time to catch up and just talk about the origins of BigRock Motorsport and generally what you guys feel about being here in India and racing. So just to kick it off, champ, like, can you just take us through why we're doing BigRock Motorsport, what the idea behind us being part of ISRL? Was it always part of the plan, or it was just something that came up?
So of course we always are innovative in terms of the adventure segment of motorcycling, which also includes now the off-road segment. And the league just came about in a conversation, and we had to be in it because we capture adventure segment of the market in India with what we do. And the aspiration is of course the league and the races that they have in this championship. And we had to be there because we could align with incredible talent like these gentlemen right here. So to be able to align with those kind of people and to basically resonate that in terms of who we are as BigRock, we had to be at the league in terms of a team.
But did you think that we'd be in a position to be vying for the championship when we started off, or was it just like something that happened along the way?
No, I don't think we basically had that goal in mind. We want to, of course, enable our athletes to enjoy the process of racing in India, and that was the foremost in terms of our experience of wanting to do something in this league. And the fact that we're actually in a position that we're leading, that's a big bonus for us. So that's just a plus.
What about you guys? What did you think? Like, I'm sure it was a complete unknown entity coming to India for the first time and racing in a league that nobody's really done before. Right? Supercross in a league format has never really happened anywhere in the world. So for you guys to take that big leap of faith, I think it had to be a big leap of faith, right?
I think obviously the media behind it, when we first started seeing about it, we were excited, and obviously we just love racing our dirt bikes. So any excuse to go away racing is a good excuse. So, but obviously coming here, was a little bit of a culture shock. We're from Australia, so our road rules, all that sort of stuff's a lot different. But I think the more we've stayed here, the more we've enjoyed it and learnt more about the culture and accepted it and the way, the life of the people. I think so far it's been a humbling experience and really enjoyable experience too. And obviously, I think, we obviously know who BigRock were, but obviously we only get to see what we saw on Instagram and stuff like that. So being here now and seeing what you guys do, I think it adds to the excitement for us to go try and win for you guys and do that. But yeah, man, we're expecting the best, and we got probably more than what exceeded that. So we're very happy.
Caleb, like the first time you landed in India, it was a bit of an adventure just getting from the airport to the race location, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've definitely never been in traffic like that before. I think Matt spoke to a local person and they said, yeah, about 3 hours from Mumbai to Pune, and we got adventuring, and that turned into about 6.5 hours. I think it was 30 hours we had done travelling with no sleep. Like trying to sleep on a plane, it's very hard when you've got kids crying, but that was an adventure. But you know what? You can't put a price on memories.
We are lucky that we all know each other too. We had the three of us from Australia, so I think that if I'd done that by myself, I probably would have struggled myself. But because it was the three of us, we could joke about it and the traffic and the horns, and we're hanging out the car videoing each other. But it's I think, yeah, with the three of us, we just experience it. It's been amazing.
Yeah, so once you landed and you were done with the 8-hour car or 7-hour car ride, and you got to the hotel and you saw the track and you actually went racing, did that change the perspective at all a little bit, or was it like exactly what you expect?
My biggest shock was in Australia we have OH&S, which is safety protocols. Just the guys working with bare feet, off the side of the track and stuff like that. But it's cool though. It's for us to see that. It's pretty cool. It's something completely different. But expectations on the track, it was pretty much exactly what I thought should be for the first round, and then obviously second round was a lot better. But yeah, it's definitely been different, and every day everything gets better. So it's been good.
Well, and about the track, when you compare it to everything, you guys have been racing Supercross for a while, like compared to what you have back home or internationally also. Like, are the layouts similar, more challenging, less challenging, surfaces more challenging, less challenging? What do you feel?
Well, first round it was a little bit dry, and that's a lot of our rounds in Australia are like that. Goes really baked and hard packed. But the second round in Ahmedabad, that was actually really good conditions. I was pretty blown away by that. Couldn't really fault that track. It was quite small, pretty small track. Like the ribbons weren't very big or long. Like in Australia, we have bigger sections, but that was a really good track, really good racing track too.
And as an owner, like from when we actually spoke about the concept of the league, and then now that it's almost halfway done and it's been executed pretty well, I must say, like has your perspective on what it would be from the start to now changed significantly?
Well, I walked in there and thought there were so many possibilities that it could enable Indians to have an aspiration, a dream in this manner, and it's actually working out to be that. So it's fantastic that this has been envisioned, not just by us, but even by the league in terms of Ishan and Veer. So it's very positive in this manner.
Yeah, so you've had some time to spend with the Indian athletes in the 250cc India class and in the 85cc class. Like, one, how does it compare with the athletes back home? And like the whole idea for us was that once you mix it up and bring the Indian athletes to start interacting with the international athletes, it sort of like levels them up step by step. How do you see that happening?
I think in Australia and Australia, US, it's very a very single sport, very selfish sport, and it is to an extent here as well. But the way the guys have done this league and changed it to a team race, so that's brought on a whole different aspect that we, as a team, I think, as a team, it's brought us together because we want to succeed for BigRock Motorsports. So yeah, but all in all, all the Indian kids have been amazing. The Asian guys from Asia and that, they're amazing. They ride amazing. I think the competition level, if they would come to Australia, they'd be right up there. I think the 85 guys could be taught a little bit more. Obviously, this is their first experience with it, so it's going to be a big thing for them. But I think with years to come, they'll shine and become maybe Supercross stars themselves.
And Caleb, what do you think? Do you think that now that the first season is almost heading towards its end, it sort of opens doors to more international athletes coming down and signing up for the league?
Oh, 100%. And the series is definitely going to take off. You guys got the population. You've learned a lot from the first round, and you're keen. You're doing everything right. You just want to make it work. So it's definitely in the right way.
I was on to touch on that, like being done America, pretty much everywhere, Europe. I feel like the time schedule that you guys have allowed yourself to be ready for a Supercross and get a Supercross, to run it the way they've run it, the whole team's putting everything together, and it's this good. Like imagine when it's 2 years, 3 years deep, like once they have the structure and know exactly where they're going to be each and every weekend. I think it's just, I honestly believe it could be one of the biggest events, worldwide. America obviously is the pinnacle, but your population's 10 times more. So if we can get 10% of the people in India to like Supercross, it's going to be game on. It's going to be the best thing in the world.
Champ, like Matt was saying, right, it sort of fits into the whole reason why BigRock does what it is, right? So do you feel the same, that it's sort of aligns the same way that we look at the sport and the plans that we have for the future as well?
I mean, he couldn't have said it any better in a manner that as a league, we're able to have all of these possibilities to allow it to grow in this manner or that manner. It's fantastic that we have that possibility. And the fact that we're India, and it makes sense for this league to actually really take off. So there's a long way that we can achieve a lot of our goals as BigRock within this league to be an aspiration in terms of racing. But yeah, the fact that we address the grassroots, and then also then move it up with the racing league in terms of having athletes like them here in India competing and then interacting with BigRock in this manner, it goes a long way for the culture of riding motorcycles off-road, as we say in India.
So I'm going to ask the same question to all of you before we quickly wind this down. The last race is coming up. What's the plan?
The last race coming up, we definitely want to enjoy our last race. And I think that's pretty much at the forefront in terms of being able to enjoy a race is what I'd look to do. So yes.
Caleb, what about you?
Yeah, I think the last one's going to be a good one. Well, it's in Bangalore where BigRock is, and I hope to get my best results. I haven't had the best results in the last 2 rounds, so I hope to give back to BigRock. And it's cool that it's as a team. It's not just an individual result. It's everyone together, and we're leading, I think, by 50 points now. So we lost a few with Cedric being out, so hopefully we can keep on top.
Yeah, last round. I got a smile on my face thinking about it, but I've been in this position so many times, like going for a championship. I know it's unfamiliar territory for you, BigRock as a team, to be sitting on 3 riders that potentially could wrap up a championship next weekend in pretty much your hometown. So for me, it's an easy job. Like, I just got to go out and do me, go out and win. And Reed will be the same, and I'm sure the other 250 guy would be the same. But I think what makes motorsport good is embracing these challenges, you as a team, us as riders, and figuring out what we're going to do together. And I think we'll accomplish that next weekend, and I'm excited for it. And I think there'd be nothing cooler than to stamp your number 1 plate for the first time in the first ever racing for the league, and then obviously putting BigRock on the map for they're the first person to ever win the championship. I think that would be the coolest thing ever. It's I wouldn't say the first one's the easiest, but the second one's always harder. So I think we'll learn and we'll grow, and hopefully we'll get the achievements we want to next weekend. And if not, we'll sit down and go through whatever we need to go through to get the achievements we deserve. But I'm sure we'll end up on top. That's my plan.
Awesome, great guys. So looking forward to the next weekend, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, and we have the opportunity to write actually history with the first championship in this manner with BigRock. So yes,
and that's cool that we're all sitting here and we all are part of it. People behind the cameras here, people that ride here, all that sort of stuff. It's amazing. There's so many people that can benefit from this. It's amazing. It's not just, that's what's fun about this is for us. When I've gone to race Australian titles or world championships or whatever, when I go to the line, it's pretty much just about me when I win the championship. But there's so much more on the line now. It's a cool experience. Like, everyone gets to enjoy this, the whole team and everyone that's a part of BigRock. So, man, it's pretty cool.
For me, that's the most exciting thing, that we've sort of built a team that over the last 2 rounds has really come together and is functioning as a unit. When we started off, I had no idea that all of us would get so close knit as a unit and work so well together. So I'm really excited going into this.
Exactly, it's like we're all on the bike together. Like, that's how we feel. That's the mentality we go to the line with. So yeah, I think the way they've done it, is structured it, is amazing, because it really brings us together. And then I feel like if we can build a relationship and have years to come of doing this and multiple championships, I think that's everyone's goal here, and I think we've got the team to do it.
Yeah, there we go. Years to come and lots to do. So, good. Great chat, boys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you.